finished your teaching, your marking, everything, and you're exhausted, so me too, but hopefully we'll survive this week together. We can do a few things to energise ourselves and start thinking about what we've been doing. Hopefully you'll have done some thinking about your teaching practice as well as last year. So we're going to start off this morning just kind of refreshing some of that. Okay, so we'll start off with some tricky questions. This is what we're going to be doing today. We'll have a quick think about what we learned last in module 1. How long ago was that? April, wasn't it? So where are we now? May? 2 months ago. So we'll then, I want to spend a little bit of time exploring with you action learning sets. So I know it was quite an intense period since I was last here. So the idea when I left you at the end of module 1 was that you got together in these action learning sets, try to discuss your practice. And I think it'd be worth spending a little bit of time this morning just working in those sets so we can see how they should work and then give you the opportunity to build on that over the summer. And just an opportunity for you really to feed back to me in terms of how you're getting on with your fellowship applications. If you haven't even looked at it, we can confess, we're all friends here, it's okay, and what help you feel that you'll need in getting that completed going forward to Module 3. We'll then talk about the aims of Module 2, which is kind of focused a little bit around how designing the curriculum and all of the aspects of that. Okay, so that's today. This afternoon I'll talk about the whole week, but I don't kind of want to give you too much information to start off with. It's still early in the morning. So, the first challenging question, what do we do in Module 1? Anybody remember anything we did? What you learned? Anybody got any suggestions, thoughts? This is always scary when you ask the students this question. What did we do last week? So, we made some games. We made some games, yes. You can always remember that. So we did some games.
Use some application apps like Kahoot or
yes.
something like that.
So that was the whole BYOD sort of online quizzes. So BYOD was bring your own device, remember that, so they can use their own mobiles to answer questions and things. Yeah. Anything else we did? We remember all the fun parts, which is quite telling. How do we learn? Yeah. Yeah. And how do we teach? Yeah.
Teaching styles.
And we talked about teaching styles. Yeah.
Learning styles.
Yeah. Wow, you're doing great. Teaching our teaching philosophy, yeah.
Learning environment.
Yep. Are you looking it all up?
Assessment system.
Yeah.
Assessment for learning or assessment of learning.
Lovely. So last time we looked at assessment for learning predominantly. We compared that to of learning. And today, or this week, we will now explore the assessment of learning in a little more detail.
I think we talked about the 6 tenets of a good assessment.
Yeah, 6 tenets of good assessment. You guys are top of the class. I had to look all this up, what did we do last? I think that's kind of covered the whole. We did a little bit about the higher education environment, didn't we, and our professional values and ethics. So sort of a wider HE environment and our professional values. Kind of touched on what we expected our graduates to know, didn't we, as well. We're just going to explore that one a little bit more this module. What does a vacant graduate look like? You know, that kind of idea. You know, what's the point of them coming here and spending 3 or 4 years, as opposed to just kind of, you know, maybe doing a whole load of online courses or what are you offering them here that's special, that's worth coming and involving here? Anything else that we can think of? We did. Well, I think that's a fantastic list, and you certainly did a lot better than I did when I was trying to review what we'd learned. Okay, so covered, you remember most of these things. So in Module 1, yeah, how students learn, how students teach, creating effective learning environments, professional values and ethics of higher education, assessment for learning. Well, the one that we didn't include there was reflective learning. So we started talking about how we should be reflecting on our practice, and obviously that's embedding in terms of our get some paper soon. How reflection underpins all of our own personal and professional development. Unless we think about what we've done and whether it worked, whether it didn't work, we cannot really hope to improve. We just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So Module 2, we're going to build on this then into some of the principles of curriculum design. This is really difficult for you to see, is it, this board? Or there's not going to be too much on the board this morning, but I'll just turn that off for the moment. And then you've got all of this stuff in your handbooks anyway, so don't worry too much about it. It's on the screen on this slide. Sort of teaching schedules, how do we kind of take students from sort of foundational when they come in the first year, the sort of levels of learning all the way through to when they're graduating, and how we kind of scaffold that process and support them in that. And a lot of that is about assessment as well, and how assessment kind of and feedback kind of takes them, from first year through to final year. A little bit about teaching in your individual disciplines. So what pedagogies are different for if we're teaching in science or design or art. So we've got quite a mixture of different disciplines here, so we're thinking about the different styles that we use for different types of courses. But also I think, because we've got such a mixed group, I think it's really nice to learn from each other. So when I go back to England next week, I'm running a workshop on creativity for STEM subjects, so science, technology, engineering and maths, and how we can put more creativity into those programs. So getting students to draw and write poetry and all sorts of different things, even though they're doing engineering. And it helps them communicate their subject to the wider public as well. So I just heard a lovely, I was at a conference a couple of weeks ago on engineering, and there's a new school in Canada, and they're trying to increase the number of women that come to do engineering subjects. And part of the application process is that you have to do something creative. You don't just fill in the form and put in your grades. You also have to either do a painting or a picture or a poem that says why you want to be an engineer. And that's one of the assessment criteria, which I thought was, really some very creative thinking. So yeah, so although we're talking about different teaching and different types of disciplines, I think we can learn a lot from each other, from thinking about what we do in those different subject areas. Think about some basic teaching skills. How do we communicate in large groups, small groups? How do we encourage engagement? And just sort of some basic stuff there. And I kind of don't want to I'm not going to lecture you on how to develop your teaching skills, because that sort of seems a bit pointless. But hopefully we'll just kind of be thinking about what types of skills are appropriate in different situations. And as we mentioned, we're then going to be focusing on assessment of learning. So this is where we're going this week. This is kind of just a trajectory for you. And this comes down to what we should have done between Module 1 and Module 2. So in between here, the idea was that you did some peer observation and you started thinking about your reflecting on your teaching. So what we're going to do this morning is try to explore how far we've got with that. Okay, so I'm not going to ask everybody. Don't worry, don't panic. But we're just going to sort of explore some of the challenges that you faced in doing that. That's the kind of focus of this morning's session, and to see how far along that track you're getting, and then see what help I can give you to go forward. I think that the challenge with this is between now and when I see you again, you're supposed to do another not peer observation, but I guessing that's going to be very difficult because you're not going to have any teaching between now and September. Is that right?
We have some courses.
Oh, you have some courses. Okay, right, okay. Sorry? Not for everyone. Okay, so we'll talk about that as we go through the week, how we're going to manage that process. Okay, so that's the focus of this morning. Right, so let's get us all warmed up and thinking and energised. Am I bad tricks? Okay, so what's going to... You don't want to be energised. Has everybody got coffee and sugar in it? Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to demonstrate something, okay? And it'll be very, very quick, like less than a second. So you watch what happens, and then if you can just move your chairs around into small groups, what I want you to do is, or you can use the whiteboards, if you want to sort of cluster into groups, you can just use the whiteboards to gather all of your ideas, or the flip chart paper. What I want you to do is working in groups, write down as many questions as you can, only questions, no answers, that are prompted by what you've seen. So you're going to see something, and then I just want you to question it. How many questions can you create? Okay? Now this will make sense when we start doing it. So I don't know if you want to sort yourselves out into groups now or after you've seen it, but we can maybe have one group working on that whiteboard, one on this whiteboard, and then another group maybe using the flip chart paper. Okay? So are you ready? Start thinking. Everybody ready? Everybody watching? Because this doesn't take very long, okay? Paying attention? Okay, right, now get into groups and start writing questions.
Evet, size şöyle
chairs over there if you want.
Şuraya yazalım mı? Oraya.